One thrilling combination, every move that she makes.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 catchiest songs from modern movie musicals.
Impossible, impossible, impossible.
The need to express, to communicate, to going against the grain, going insane, going mad.
For this list, we'll be looking at those tunes that get stuck in your head the moment you even think about the musical in which they feature. We're considering movies released from 1985 to today. We won't be including fully animated musicals though, and we'll only be considering one song per musical.
Let it go, when I rise like the break of dawn.
Did we get any of these musical numbers stuck in your head? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, Love Thy Neighbor, The Prom.
Haley has a small tattoo. That tattoo would be taboo.
After Emma basically gets stood up by the entire school at prom, Juilliard graduate Trent doubles down on his efforts to bash prejudices and rally support for an inclusive prom. He launches into this joyous and upbeat song that kindly calls out the hypocrisy of those who cherry-pick their beliefs while ignoring the golden rule.
Or we could use some common sense instead. When you're lost, it always helps recalling those immortal words that Jesus said. There's one rule that trumps them all.
Giving gospel a musical theater makeover, it's impossible not to find this tune utterly charming. Even the reluctant teens find themselves swayed by the catchy beat and positive message. This song is so uplifting that we just want to get up and dance whenever we hear it.
Love thy neighbor, trust them. Love thy neighbor, love thy neighbor, trust them all.
Number 19, Drive It Like You Stole It, Sing Street.
You just can't stand the way that I walked out from the wreckage. And understand the way that I turned myself around.
When his family is hit by hard times, Connor transfers to an inner-city school where he initially struggles to fit in. However, to impress his crush Rafina, he decides to start a band. Their music often reflects the highs and lows of teenage life, but there's this one song that never fails to get stuck in our heads.
Just when I was stalling, I heard an angel calling. This is your life, you can't go anywhere. You gotta grab the wheel and own it.
Connor's plan for the music video takes inspiration from Back to the Future, combining this quintessentially 80s rhythm with a 50s-style dance party. The music is so infectious that you'll constantly find this jam popping into your head long after you finish the movie. Number 18, Impossible, Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage.
There have been many adaptations of Cinderella over the years, but this one has to be one of the most iconic. The whole soundtrack is phenomenal, but there's nothing we love more than this duet sung by legends Brandy and Whitney Houston. It's not just the infectious melody that we adore, but also the strong sentiment of empowerment behind the lyrics.
For the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say.
The movie was considered groundbreaking for casting women of color as its protagonists. And now, here they were telling audiences, especially young children of color, that nothing is impossible, and sung through a song that was guaranteed to linger in our minds.
It's possible.
Number 17, A Cover Is Not the Book, Mary Poppins Returns.
Uncle Gutenberg was a bookworm, and he lived on Charing Cross. The memory of his volumes brings a smile.
Whether or not you viewed this movie as a proper sequel to the 1964 Disney classic, it certainly had big shoes to fill, especially when it came to the music. While the OG had songs like Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and Step in Time, this movie delivered the goods with songs like A Cover Is Not the Book,
Which proves a cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. Cause under the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook. Chapter titles are like signs.
And if you read between the lines,
sung in a bouncy music hall style. We love how this number revives the cheeky sense of humor from the original, not to mention those animated animals. The song rekindled the magic and wonder we initially fell in love with, and we simply can't get enough of it.
When a cover is not the book.
Number 16, Get Your Head in the Game, High School Musical.
Coach said to fake right and break left. Watch out for the pick and keep an eye on the fence. Gotta run the give and go, take the ball to the hole.
After Troy finds himself conflicted between basketball and auditioning for the school musical, he gives himself this musical pep talk.
Maybe this time we hit the right notes. Wait a minute at the time and place. Wait a minute, get my head in the game.
The song combines both his passions and ingeniously incorporates the sounds of bouncing basketballs and squeaking sneakers into the music too. It's the ideal pre-game hype track that will definitely get stuck in your head. After all, who among us hasn't been inspired to flex our own basketball skills while listening to this song?
Come on, get my head in the game. You gotta get your head in the game. I gotta get my head in the game.
But if dancing with basketballs is a little beyond your skill set, you can still easily dance along to the equally catchy final number, We're All in This Together.
We're all in this together, and it shows when we stand hand in hand, make our dreams come true.
Number 15, 1, a chorus line.
One singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination.
All it takes is for someone to say the word one, and this song instantly pops into our minds. After getting to know these characters throughout the duration of the movie, the final song brings both sweetness and sorrow. Their individuality fades away as they come together in the chorus line, but we simply can't get enough of this glitzy, glamorous, and up-tempo number.
Moment in the present. Shuffle along, join the parade. She's the quintessence of making the grade.
For the girl is second best tonight.
As they say in the biz, the show must go on. And with smiles on their faces, they treat us to one of the most entertaining finales in movie musical history. Also, we just can't resist a good kick line. Number 14, Fame. Fame.
baby, look at me and tell me what you see.
If you're anything like us, you only need to hear the first beat of this song and you're instantly on your feet. There's just something so energetic and joyous about this tune that you can't help but get swept up in its rhythm. Even the characters can't resist it, literally stopping traffic to bust out their best moves in the street. Fame won a Golden Globe and Oscar for Best Original Song, and was even nominated for a Grammy. Fun fact, the actors are actually dancing to Donna Summer's Hot Stuff, since the title track wasn't yet finished and the two share a similar beat. Number 13, Elephant Love Medley, Moulin Rouge.
All you need is love.
Please don't start that again.
All you need is love.
A girl has got to eat.
All you need is love.
She'll end up on the street.
All you need is love.
Love is just a game.
Why sing just one love song when you can sing 10? But this wasn't always the plan for this unforgettable number. Initially, Satine was meant to sing What's Love Got to Do With It, while Christian would argue back with Higher Love. While lyrically this worked perfectly, it just wasn't as captivating. The team worked their way through many songs until finally coming up with a medley that we just can't help but sing along to.
Just because
This one scene combines some of our favorite love ballads against the stunning and ever so romantic backdrop of Paris. What more could you possibly want?
Now you're in
Number 12, La Vie Bohème, Rent.
Dearly beloved, we gather here to say our goodbyes.
In this musical based on Puccini's La Bohème, the gang comes together to celebrate the bohemian lifestyle, going against the grain, and breaking taboos.
Being an us for once instead of a them. La vie bohème.
This movie was intended to be the hair of its generation, and this song in particular was likened to Manchester, England.
So Hubert Bukowski finds it groovy to hide in the movie, pretend he's Fellini and Antonioni and also his countryman Roman Polanski.
Both songs share fast-paced lyrics and plenty of pop culture references, all to a tune that you just want to sing out loud.
Bisexuals, homo sapiens, carcinogens, hallucinogens, men, Pee Wee Herman, German, Hot Bertrandstein, Antonioni, Bertolucci, Kurosawa, Carmina, Burana.
At its heart, this song is about unapologetically celebrating who you are, and surely we can't be the only rentheads out there who dreamed of jumping on tables together to recreate this scene with our friends too. Or definitely did.
Viva la vie bohème!
Number 11, One Night Only, Dreamgirls.
You want all my love and my devotion.
After hearing Effie White's breathtaking vocals on this soul ballad, Curtis steals it and jazzes it up. It's then performed by Dina Jones and the Dreams, and the two versions battle it out in the charts.
One night only, that's all I have to spare. One night only, let's not pretend to care.
We love both renditions, but if we're talking about the catchiest number, then we just have to give the disco version the edge. The song was popular both in the movie's realm and in real life, entering the US Billboard's Hot Dance Club Songs chart, where it peaked at number 13. In fact, this song is such a hit that it's even been covered by multiple artists around the globe.
One night only. Come on, 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 come on.
Number 10, Seize the Day, Newsies.
Open the gates and seize the day. Don't be afraid and don't delay.
This movie was considered a critical flop upon initial release, but it has since become a cult classic and even inspired a Broadway musical, thanks in part to its awesome soundtrack.
One more roll and all for one.
While King of New York may get us swaying, nothing has us quite as hyped and ready to, well, seize the day as this number. Davey uses this song to rally the other newsboys to start fighting injustice. The rousing melody fills us with excitement and their acrobatic performance has us captivated. This is the perfect hype song, and the one that always enters our head whenever we need a positive boost.
Neighbor to neighbor, father to son, one for all and all for one.
Number 9, December 1963, Oh What a Night, Jersey Boys.
Oh, what a night!
Late December back in '63. What a very special time for me.
We can guarantee that most of the songs in Jersey Boys will have you hurting yourself trying to do your best Frankie Valli impression. Whether it's Scream singing Sherry, or doing imaginary microphone choreography to Can't Take My Eyes Off You.
I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby.
But for our money, nothing gets stuck in one's head more than some good do-do-do-do-do's.
I felt the rush like a rolling ball of thunder, spinning my head around and taking my body under one night.
December 1963 gives everyone that dance number in the street fantasy, complete with finger snaps, snappier suits, and a sense of nostalgia. Like with any catchy song, you'll be able to catch on to the lyrics if this is your first listen, but we can promise it won't be your last. Number 8. Life's a Happy Song, The Muppets.
Everything is great. Everything is grand. I got the whole wide world in the palm of my hand.
Everything is perfect, it's falling into place. I can't seem to wipe this smile off my face.
This song is guaranteed to put a skip in your step. Written by Flight of the Conchords' Brett McKenzie, this Critics' Choice Award-winning song always puts a smile on our faces. It's uplifting, bubbly, and utterly charming.
I've got everything that I need right in front of me. Nothing's stopping me.
It perfectly balances appeasing musical theater lovers while still affectionately sending up the genre. Gary and Walter dance their way through Small Town, joined by seemingly all of its residents. Together, they sing about how happiness is anything from a piece of cake to a fillet of fish.
Yes, it is. Life's a happy song when you get someone by your side to sing along.
Just when you think you've got the song out of your head, we're hit with the finale reprise. But who's complaining?
Life's a happy song when there's someone by your side to sing along.
Number 7. Another Day of Sun, La La Land.
I think about that day I left him at a Greyhound station west of Santa Fe. We were 17, but he was sweet and it was true. Still I knew what I had to do.
The movie's opening number takes inspiration from classic Golden Era movie musicals, but with a modern and fresh twist. We're introduced to a group of showbiz hopefuls who dream about one day seeing their name up in lights. They instantly sweep us away into this world of escapism through this upbeat showstopper.
These hills I'm reaching for light and chasing all the lights that shine. Let you down.
It's a joyful and dazzling number that brightens up LA's infamous gridlock traffic. And they actually did close part of the freeway to shoot this scene. No one likes being stuck in traffic, but you might mind a little less if a full-on upbeat song and dance spectacle suddenly broke out around you.
It's another day of sun.
Number 6. Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors.
On the 23rd day of the month of September, in an early year of a decade not too long before our own.
Speaking of awesome opening numbers, this one has to be one of our favorites. Chiffon, Ronette, and Crystal, who are inspired by the Supremes, serve as our narrators and provide some exposition with this rather infectious tune.
Little shop of horrors. Little shop of terror. Call the top. Little shop of horrors. No.
Alan Menken, who wrote the soundtrack, described the title song as one that, quote, really captures the tone and establishes the DNA of Little Shop. And though Menken doesn't think it's the most ambitious number in the score, we think he nailed it, as it really builds the excitement and anticipation for the action that's about to unfold.
Tell your mama something's gonna get her. She better, everybody better beware.
There's just something so brilliant about how this upbeat and lively song is actually a warning for dark things up ahead. we're still humming this one long after the credits roll. Number 5. That's How You Know, Enchanted.
How does she know you love her?
Oh, no.
How does she know
People looking.
she's yours?
Don't sing. It's okay.
Enchanted parodies the Disney musical genre, and nothing is a greater send-up of some of our favorite tropes than this Academy Award-nominated song.
How do I know he loves me? How do I know he's mine?
Giselle sings about sweeping romantic gestures, and amazingly, everyone in Central Park joins in, almost as if it was pre-rehearsed. The tune evokes the utmost joy while still taking a tongue-in-cheek dig at the genre. Even Robert finds himself swept up by the music.
That's how you know. That's how you know he's your love.
Fun fact, this scene somewhat inspired the movie's title, due to how effortlessly Giselle is able to enchant those around her. The movie's director, Kevin Lima, called it, quote, an explosion of joy, and we could not agree more. Number 4, The Greatest Show, The Greatest Showman.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor.
With so many incredible choices on this soundtrack, it's almost impossible to single out just one song. Still, we decided to go with the opening number, although From Now On was a worthy runner-up. Barnum's soft singing at the start, backed by the audience's stomping, already has us gripped, and as the song builds, our excitement only continues to grow.
So tell me, do you wanna go?
Where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night.
Impossible comes true, it's taking over you.
This is the greatest show.
This song is so exhilarating and joyful that they reprise it for the finale, and it's just as invigorating as the first time. After watching this number, you don't need to tell us twice that this truly is the greatest show.
This is the greatest show.
Number 3, Dancing Queen, Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
You can dance, you can die, having the time of your life.
ABBA sure knows how to write a catchy tune. Dancing Queen in particular is so enthralling that in both movies it's used to cheer up our protagonists and leads to an island-wide party.
You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17.
In the first movie, Donna and her friends captivate the attention of the other women on the island with this fun number. And in the sequel, the song introduces boatloads of partygoers who are headed to Kalokeri for the villa's grand reopening.
See that girl, watch that scene, digging the dancing queen.
On both occasions, the number inspires everyone to unleash their inner dancing queens. The song practically demands that we have the time of our lives, and we're happy to oblige. Number 2, All That Jazz, Chicago.
5, 6, 7, 8.
It was a close call between All That Jazz, Cell Block Tango, and Roxy.
The name on everybody's lips is gonna be Roxy.
But there's nothing quite like the rush you get when you first hit play on this Grammy award-winning soundtrack.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down.
The sudden change of tempo as the song begins has us instantly gripped, and we're in for a treat as this tune does exactly what its title suggests. Starting slow, sultry, and seductive, we are instantly hooked. And as the adjacent action becomes more animated, so does the music. By the time it hits its crescendo, we just can't resist belting our hearts out and showing off our best Fosse moves too. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. You Can't Stop the Beat. Hairspray.
You can't stop an avalanche as it races down the hill. You can try to stop the seasons, girl, but you know you never will.
From the first beat of Good Morning Baltimore, this feel-good movie is packed to the brim with toe-tapping and head-bopping moments.
Good morning, Baltimore. Every day's like an open door.
Welcome to the 60s is an obvious contender, as is Run and Tell That. But the songwriters left the best for last with this epic grand finale. The song uses an infectious rhythm and invigorating lyrics to celebrate the changing times as well as self-acceptance. It's the epitome of a showstopper, and everything about it makes us want to get up and dance. This catchy melody won't leave your head in a hurry. Well, like the song says, you really can't stop the beat. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.